don't want to do the intro. Someone else do it.
I
thought you said you were Star Wars.
So before we get off 19 topics again, it's a podcast! Yay!
Yeah.
We've returned.
After a lot of time away.
Back from whence we came.
It's been what, 3 or 4 months now? It's crazy.
It's been a while. But for all of you newer people of the group, because I think since the last time we did a podcast, we've gained,
only about 1,000
600
members.
people? 700 people?
Yeah.
No, it's probably like 1,000 maybe. We've
Did
got
we not
a
have-
fucking long way.
Did we not talk about hitting 1,000 members on a podcast, though?
We did. So I think it's whatever number we're at now is like how long we've been, and I'm too lazy to go check the group to see how many members we have.
You mean you didn't listen to the podcast before we did the podcast?
I
That's
didn't
low
listen to
rent.
a lot of the old podcasts that we did.
I listened to most of the podcasts because I was in some of them.
Awkward. Alright, well, exactly. Let's go with this. I'm Danielle. Hi, nice to talk to you again. Becca's here and she's really sick.
That's me.
Nick is here and he's obnoxiously hungover.
Hello.
And then we have Kyle, who is currently naked in bed, ladies.
Oh yeah.
Get your fill of that one.
How you doing?
If you want pictures of him stripping, you can message me. I'll send you them.
She's not lying.
I have those. Yeah, she's not.
Becca got those too. She's got the bootleg copy.
Yeah.
Jason also was meant to be here, but he's abandoned us for sleep, it seems.
He's a lazy fuck.
Literally have texted him about 15 to 20 times. It's not working out for him, I guess. So this is gonna be the welcome back, it's a podcast and a fuck you Jason podcast. So
Yeah.
That's a pretty good title. I will give you
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it runs for a second, but I'm sure we're fine.
alright, so apparently we have 1,677 members, so that's an additional 677 of you guys.
That's
Yeah.
Talk to
ish.
and say hi.
Put an asterisk next to
It
that.
has got
Hi
ridiculous.
guys.
It
I
really
can't
is
believe-
crazy when I go. I look at it every single day.
So
I'm
do
not
I.
even joking, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I don't get it.
I mean, I do. We're awesome, but I mean, you guys up there like pissing in the wind. How did we get so many members? We're nice to
It was
people.
Because we're awesome.
We have a really neat logo.
Courtesy of Jason, I guess it's the one thing that he's done for this
Oh,
group.
shit, we
huh?
can't make
The
fun
one
of Jason.
thing.
He did nice things.
Oh god, it's been a while, guys. We haven't.
It's been a
Haven't done
long
anything
time
with
since
this.
we've actually recorded together.
Not to say that we haven't talked together, because I feel like people are going to be like, oh, well, you guys, is this the first time you've spoken to each other since the last podcast? And it's like, no, I kind of talk to you guys a lot.
Yeah,
Don't
we kind
spoil the illusion.
Yes, we've been away as long as we've been away from them.
We just, whenever we're not on a podcast, we just don't speak to each other at all. That's
Yeah.
just how it works.
It's strictly business. There's no friendship.
We don't actually admin. We haven't spoken this whole time. We just...
Who
It's
are
just-
you
No,
again?
we communicate one way. We'll do charades over Uvu, and that's it. We've limited ourselves to that.
That is one thing I miss. We haven't Uvu'd for a long time, to be fair.
We should get back into that.
We really, it's just so difficult with, like, I guess during the holidays and stuff it was hard because of, like, my crazy work schedule and Becca's crazy work schedule. It doesn't help that you two are across an ocean, and when it's, like, a decent time for me, it's, like, 4 a.m. for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is another thing about what's been happening with the group. Just all of our schedules have got so busy these last few months, it's been absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
I
been
mean-
mental.
Mhm.
Like,
We're all
crazy.
starting to get a little bit better at the moment, which is why we're trying to reboot everything like the podcast and then
Yeah,
hopefully do other
I'm
things.
just starting to get free time now, and naturally I get
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. Let's talk about
Sucks,
that.
Rebecca.
Becca's had the death flu for the last 2 weeks.
No,
it's been a week.
That's nothing in comparison
It's been a
to
week.
Nick, who has been sick since I met the child.
Hey,
Yeah, but I've never known
going
Nick
on
just straight up be
8
like,
months
I
now?
cannot continue life The coughs.
It's 'cause
The
Yeah.
coughs.
I do.
I
haven't heard Nick ever complain about his
No,
sickness.
there's a difference between, I'm sick and I'm complaining. Everybody does that. But Becca's like, I can't complain. I'm too
dying.
sick. Ugh.
I can't walk.
I know, Becca, you might be the only person I know that's like, I'm too sick to actually complain. I can't be bothered. Like, when I'm sick, I'm like, guys, I can't breathe. It's horrible. I just want to cry. I
Okay,
can't
let me ask you
do
this. Did anybody wearing like a lot of armor or wielding guns come up and talk to you in the last couple of days, Becca? Because I'm pretty sure you were a side quest. You were like, my daughter's so sick, she won't be able to make it without the medicine. So I was just wondering if you saw anybody like that around the house lately.
No. Unless my cat came in armor and I didn't realize, then no. Because it's me, my mom, and my cat. That's basically it.
Maybe your mom met like a fetching young lad, and he retrieved the medicine
Can I...
so he could have some medicine.
Can I not? Can I not think about that?
Listen, it's bad enough that I have to think of you naked right now, Kyle. I don't need to think about
What
naked
do you mean
parents.
bad enough?
Oh.
She is not impressed.
Did you forget when she had the giggle fits earlier because she was thinking about you naked?
Yeah. Yeah.
She got a bit too excited.
Does that happen to you a lot, Kyle? Is that common?
No,
Just
I
strips
can
off the
honestly
girls.
say it's not too common to be giggled at, unless I make a really good joke. And then people are like, oh, tee-hee?
Oh, Kyle.
Tee-hee.
Fucking baller.
Less than 3. Tee-hee.
Oh my god, they were
Oh,
robots
God,
this whole
guys.
time. It's kind of sexy.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Is that another fetish of yours?
along with bunnies.
I don't like bunnies.
Do you like bunnies? The internet knows you like bunnies.
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
looking
break
at-
up
Oh,
the question.
Becca actually
One
did
question.
sign me up for fetish things using my email.
What?
I did. I
It
did.
took forever because I didn't know what she was talking about. She was like, "Did you ever get any like email things?" And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about, Becca?" I was thinking maybe she emailed me like funny pictures of cats. No, about 3 weeks later, I got a bunch of "You haven't responded to fetish bunny 92 or something." Like,
It's so funny
the
because
hell is this?
she mentioned it to me the other day. She's
Yeah, I
like,
did.
don't know if Kyle ever got those emails. I'm glad you did.
I signed you up for bunniesdating.com.
and I was almost intrigued enough to know, what does Bunnies Dating mean? Is that like, I have a really nice, high-quality rabbit, and I need to further its breed, so I'm going to take it places? Or is this like,
I don't care.
I want to hop while I have sex and eat carrots? And I don't know. I would be really uncomfortable if it was the latter.
Picturing that.
Well, you have an email. You should sign up and find out.
You already signed me up. I thought you knew. Like, what did the site look? Was it classy, but it had like farmers and like the pro agriculture seal on it, or was it like
But what was the site?
fat people
What was the
and
site?
carrots?
I think it was literally bunniesdating.com. Because I just typed into Google bunnies dating. But this was months ago. I can't even remember.
Okay, if I signed you up for a dating
That's
website,
domains not found.
not
You don't
only would
have
it
my
probably
email.
be like
Searching it,
farmers
internet, I'm
only
looking it up,
or
I'm gonna let you know.
bootycalls.date or whatever it was, because that was one advertised I saw the other day. It was straight up booty calls. But I would remember what the site looked like.
Do you
No.
guys know Tinder?
Tinder?
The
Was
app
it-
Tinder is basically just for being whores. It's like you get this app and you make
I
your little
can't find
profile
it.
on it, and it brings up pictures of people in your area who also have it, and you either swipe left for no or right for yes, and it's
Oh, I've
basically
heard
just
about that.
will we fuck? And then if you match up, then you can go talk to each other, and then hopefully get y'all fuck on.
That is an amazing use of
But
technology.
I can't find the Bunnies website, but I want to go back to it real quick, and I'm just going to bring up one of the questions that we had. Just one. We'll go into the other questions later. But somebody wrote on our Ask.fm, what was it, Becca? Like, what's the deal with Kyle and Bunnies?
Yeah.
or
One of
something?
you had to have
So
asked that question,
No,
because I don't know.
swear to God, I did not ask that. So
Nope.
somebody
She didn't
literally
ask it.
knows.
Do you know how many times
We're bringing
I've like
this up
tweeted
again?
out Kyle's a fucking furry?
Oh my god,
Kyle's into
you thought you
bunnies.
had followers. Fucking bunnyfuck.92 on Bunny Date has followed me. They're like, let's see where this email address has been. He's a member on RoosterTeeth. Your weirdos have nothing on my weirdos.
Welcome to the club.
I can't
Do you
find
have
a
a
bunny
big...
question.
No?
See, Nick can't even find it. You're making this up. But
Oh, I found it.
No,
Yeah.
it's there, it's there.
It just says, Kyle, what is with you and bunnies?
Yeah, that was not me. Like, I already know the deal with you and bunnies. I don't need...
There's not a deal with me and bunnies.
Yes, there is!
Alright, I feel like we should explain before the entirety of, like, RoosterTeeth and whoever listens to us thinks that, like,
Please,
Kyle
'cause I
gets
have
his,
no
like,
idea.
bunny on. Kyle has a thing for hot girls in, like, random-ass costumes.
He's a furry.
I'm not a
He's
furry.
a furry, basically.
Furries, like, can't watch a
He's a
football
furry.
game
He's a
without like,
furry.
seeing the mascots. I'm like, I would fuck that dolphin. But I'm not like that.
Actually, dolphins are mammals, so you could fuck
You
the
could
dolphin.
you can fuck a hole in the wall if you want to. But that's not the point.
Glory
I don't care how
hole.
determined we are. This isn't about determination. This is about attraction. Dolphins are up there with fat people.
I was having this debate last night. Fucking an alien is bestiality, right?
What do you mean, like Mass Effect aliens,
Is
like
an
Liara
alien
or
considered an
Tally?
animal, though?
Just like, it's basically bestiality. Because they were saying if an alien came down and was like, hey, wanna fuck, they'd be like,
But I don't think an animal would be... an alien would be an animal. I wouldn't classify
But
it
it's-
as
I
an
think the
animal.
way we do it
It's
right
a
now is
being.
everything that isn't people is bestiality, because nothing else
No,
speaks
but
English.
bestiality means animal.
Kyle, by that logic, Chinese people, African people, Asian people, French people are all animals.
Hey,
my God.
I'm using the time-tested logic of your people in the British Empire for a long time. They don't speak English? What do you mean this is their land?
Hey, we eventually gave it back.
But,
Historical.
but no, you know what I mean. It's like, as far as we know,
I feel like
nothing else on the planet besides people is capable of full-on...
Parrots.
Parrots can't communicate. Parrots can
What are you
mimic.
talking about? Monkeys can communicate. Dolphins can communicate.
They communicate, but not on the same level as speech or, like...
Yes,
I guess
They
they can
may
do
not be
sign
able to
language, so the
physically
deaf people
speak
are
to
out.
you,
We
but
can't have
they-
sex with deaf people.
they can
But-
do sign language, and
Jesus Christ.
dolphins can, like, they can all speak to you. You can actually teach a dolphin what words mean.
You can teach a dog what words mean, but that doesn't mean that the dog
No.
can turn around and say words back to you. It'll sit there and
No,
kind of
it's
drool and
dogs.
stare at you, like half-cocked, like, why don't you get what I mean when I go blurp blurp blurp?
Is that what your dog
Is
sounds
that-
like?
I don't have a
Blurp,
dog.
blurp, blurp.
I get all my information from
Blurp,
Blue's
blurp, blurp.
Blue's
Why?
Clues.
Hold on, I want to know why go with blurp 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 and
Is-
not
is
the
that-
classic like woof or
Is
bark?
that like
It's a Blue's Clues dog is what
part
that
dog?
is.
No, a Blue's Clues go blurp blurp blurp, not blurp blurp blurp.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I don't know. I was thinking, like, what does a dog do? And that's what I thought.
Blurp,
Is it-
blurp,
is-
blurp.
Is it part fish?
What? Why would a dog be part fish?
Because you went blurp blurp blurp.
I didn't know fish,
That's
fish
why.
can't talk.
Blurp blurp blurp. That's all I'm saying to you from now on.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys, where we go blurp blurp blurp.
Blurp, 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 blurp. I just want to say that, like, literally, this is our first podcast back, and we've already covered sex and nakedness and bestiality
Yep.
and alien fucking and rabbit fucking and.
But to return to Nick's original question about
Just
that,
fucking me.
no, I don't think it's bestiality. As long as it's kind of humanoid shaped and speaks
It's nice that we
English.
brought back.
But would you be down to
By
fuck an
your
alien?
logic, that means that you fucking a monkey would be
Monkeys
that.
don't speak English.
What?
Also, they're really ugly.
Yeah,
It
but
still
they're
has to be
humanoid
attractive.
shaped.
I mean, just because something's... I've seen fat people that are borderline humanoid, but I'm not gonna fuck them.
But a borderline humanoid? What the fuck does that even mean?
They're working... Have you not seen it? There's commercials on... it's either Discovery Health or like A&E for My 600-Pound Life. When you reach that point, I have no sympathy for you. So when I say fat people,
Okay,
I'm not
well, then
talking
I'm
to the
gonna go
person
on
that's over in the corner like,
You need to
I'm
be-
15 pounds
you need to
overweight, I
stop.
feel bad. No, there's still a chance for
You
you.
need to stop.
But it's the person who's
You
like
need to
eating
stop.
12
you
of
need
you.
to stop. You just need to stop. You're probably offending a lot of
Yeah.
people.
There's not that many
This is-
600-pound people.
Yeah, but you're just saying if somebody's fat, you're not gonna do it. That's rude.
Did you not hear me? While you were trying to stop me from speaking, I said, I'm not talking to the people that are like, oh, I'm 15 pounds overweight, I'm 20 pounds overweight, Kyle doesn't like me. No, I'm talking to the morbidly, like the person that ate you, your mom, and your cat, and still outweighs all of you.
Oh
like,
my God.
like
You're
Honey
gonna
Boo
be
Boo's
that
mum.
boyfriend. You would be that boyfriend. I was at work the other day.
I would not.
God.
Fucking, you would
I
too.
would not.
I was at work the other day.
You have to be.
Let me
You
tell
have
my
to be a
story.
pretty heartless prick
Let me
to do
tell my
that.
story, then you could defend yourself. I was at work the other day, and for people who don't know, I work in a department store. So I was like, I was by the fitting room, and I was like hanging up the clothes and stuff. And I work in the kids department, but it shares like a fitting room
kids.
space with the missus department. So there's this girl that's trying on clothes in the missus fitting room, and her boyfriend's sitting on the couch. And the girlfriend is like, honey, can you come in here and just like tell me what you like about the clothes?
Kyle.
So he stands.
Nick?
Kyle.
I don't know what.
You're making random noises, and it's just like,
I'm not doing anything.
I don't know.
He's on the Bunnies Dating website.
No.
Alright.
Everyone knows I'm more into Thundercats anyway.
Alright, so the girlfriend's like, oh, kitten, just look at the clothes for me. So he goes and stands in the fitting room door, and she's trying on clothes, and he's like, oh, that shirt looks really nice, or these jeans make you look good, or whatever. Then she comes out with this one shirt on, and she's like, oh, what do you think? And he goes, that shirt makes you look huge. And the girl's just like, well, okay, I'll just pick out a different size then. Me, on the other hand, I would have been like, yo, fuck you, fuck your mom, I'm gonna go to Wendy's and eat a fucking hamburger.
Was that his instant response? There was like no attempts to grade it down. He was like, that shirt makes you look huge.
I swear to God, because then right immediately after it happened, I messaged you guys in Skype, and I was like, what is wrong with people? You don't say that
You
to
don't
a girl,
say
first
that.
of all. Any girl, let alone your girlfriend.
No. You
You
never
don't
say
do
that.
that.
No.
Bitches be fat.
I mean, was she? Like, was this a guy legitimately being rude, or was it like some chick that just picked out the wrong size shirt to begin with?
She wasn't like skinny, but
She was fat.
wasn't like huge. I would say she was like average. But like he goes, that shirt makes you look huge, and all she did was, okay, I'll pick a different size. Like, no.
Obviously, it didn't bother her.
Yeah,
Deep down on
maybe
the inside, it
she
could
would
have
be
been.
fine with it. So.
Like on an emotional
She might be
level,
used to it.
she's not gonna eat like
Yeah.
the buns on her bread for like the next week. She's just gonna eat like hamburgers, just meat and cheese. She's
Like,
gonna Atkins
I
that
wanted
shit.
to go up to him and be like, buddy, like, no, you don't, like, a boyfriend-girlfriend etiquette 101. You don't sit there and say to your girlfriend, that shirt makes you look fat. Like, you don't do it.
That's like the biggest
you
cliche in the world. Like, I don't know that... I've never had a girlfriend, I don't think, say, how does this make me look? Because typically they say, no, Kyle, you want me to wear too much black or leather. So I'm left out of most style choices to begin with. But I've never been asked, like,
That's so casually.
you know...
Wear
Does this
I
more
don't
make
think
me
I've
leather.
look
ever worn
huge?
anything leather.
No, I don't think it makes you look like you just, binged at a buffet or anything.
No, see, but that's the point where you say, like, oh, I don't know, I really just don't like that shirt, it looks weird. Like, you don't say it makes you look huge.
Yeah, like, absolutely. I don't get why you would say that. Like, what was his end game? There had to have been something.
They walked off hand in hand and, like, kissed, and I'm like...
What you gotta do, Kyle, is you gotta slowly just break down the woman's spirit until she do absolutely anything you want.
That is a
Oh
good
my
point.
God.
Until they
No.
think that they are lucky to be with you, and they don't think that they could get
No,
anyone
but
else because they are
that's-
such a terrible person.
But that's
Nick-
really sad because that's honestly how my last relationship was.
Nick, I look forward to you getting a girlfriend. Seriously.
So do I.
Nick is gonna be exactly like how my ex was, and it's gonna be so sad. I'm gonna feel
No,
so
but
sorry for that
he has
girl.
a British voice, though, so it's going to make up for anything
I would-
negative he says, because
No,
she's going to be
but
like,
if his
That
accent.
doesn't work when it's other
Yeah.
English people.
How did you know
Yeah.
they're going to be
No, it's
English?
like it only, like,
What if she's like a foreign
it only
exchange
works on,
student
like,
from Kansas?
American girls.
No.
Probably not.
But I would never do that.
You couldn't dig out on a Kansas City girl?
I mean, like, works when you... To get off that stereotype, to play off that stereotype, literally, I think the first thing that I ever spoke to Nick about was me telling him how I liked his accent.
She wants for D.
So, like I said, Nick can say whatever he wants as long as he's talking to someone foreign.
Dude, do you know how many times Nick has insulted me and I'm still like, oh, Nick, you're so funny. Meanwhile, he's like, fuck you, bitch.
And you're still friends.
It
That's
doesn't
exactly.
work against Europeans, though, because
well, that's literally, I think when I wrote, that, New Year's post or whatever, like, the first thing I wrote in it was, like, Nick, like, I hate you, we insult each other, but I love you.
Fuck!
You're making the weirdest fucking noises! What are you doing?
Ash, you need to leave this in. It sounds like you've got a pig just, walking around on top of your mic.
Wait. Is it kind of a high-pitched whine that you're hearing?
No, it's like shuffling and like...
Should I sign you up for Pigs Dating, or...?
No, because the only noise in my room, other than a slight bit of sound from the highway, is the little, cooler thing on the side of my laptop that is just chugging to stay alive. Because I think I had it nestled up too close to the cover, and it was trying to breathe. And it wasn't staying alive. It was going like...
That might be it, then I think that's what we're hearing.
Here, I'll put it closer to my mic. Is this the noise?
I hear nothing.
I don't hear anything.
Oh,
Nope.
That is not the noise.
Are you playing with your settings and stuff on stuff?
Are you playing with yourself?
That's the question I thought Becka was about to ask. Are you playing with yourself?
I have a question.
That was going to be my second question.
Yeah?
Kyle, are you under the blankets or above the blankets?
It's not December anymore, actually. It's January. Why would it be outside blankets?
I don't know.
Me and Danielle have had this discussion before. The optimal room settings are the air is frigid and under the covers is fucking warm.
Yeah, but the only difference between my conversation and your conversation is you're like, oh, well, you need to be naked. What are you doing?
I got out of bed. You were like, we need to record at 10 in the morning. So I was like, I'm going to set an alarm for 9:45 and not do a goddamn thing to get out of bed. So my computer was by my side. I had a Gatorade ready, and I brought my little Xbox mic in here with me last night.
Alright,
You're recording with an Xbox?
Well, I had to buy like a $3 adapter from Radio Shack, but yeah.
Oh, nice.
So Kyle's pissed off at me because I decided to cater our first podcast back around Nick, because Nick is like, oh, well, I'm going to go drink that night, so we can't do it too late for him, which means because of the time difference, we have to do it obnoxiously early for us, which isn't even obnoxiously early.
On a Saturday?
I woke up at 10:30 my time. That's 9:30 Kyle's. So he wants to sit there and bitch at me. It's a Saturday. He had to go to work anyway. And I'm like,
I have school starting on Monday. I'm realizing that I might have lost my job, and maybe it was seasonal, so it was going to happen anyway. And they were basically like, you're going to lose your job when the season's over.
That's... Kyle, that's what a seasonal job means.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it doesn't take an emotional toll on me. And it all happens to be reaching a peak at 9:30 on Sunday morning.
You've signed up for a temporary job, and it's coming to an end, and you're sad.
No, really, I'm just upset that I had to get up at 9:45 on a Saturday.
So you're taking it out of me.
Do you know what the worst part about this is, Danielle? I've been up long enough, I don't know if I want to go back to sleep after this, or if I'm going to go inside and play video games.
You're going to go inside and play video games.
Inside.
That's what you're going to do.
Am I?
Where are you now?
My room is actually separate from the house.
Outside naked.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really awesome. I thought about getting an outdoor shower this one time, and I would just stand out for all to see as I shower. It would have been great.
Oh my
Get
god.
one of those eco showers. Which is actually just a rubbish bag filled with water.
No, I was going to get 2 or 3 buckets and some string, and I was going to take some really nice showers.
You can do like the thing from Flashdance where you just like tip over yourself.
I'm going to sit in a chair and kind of thrust my hips, and somebody's
totally
going to pour
do
water
that.
all over me.
need to get like a wig on and then do the hair flip.
No, I just do it with really short hair. It will just kind of like barely move.
I can't flick my hair around.
Out my hair back and forth.
Yeah, you do.
My hair back and forth. Yeah, you right.
You right. Where do we go from there?
Can we go anywhere from Kyle
We go
pouring
home.
water on himself in a bath?
At this point, I don't know. I'm thrusting my hips. I'm not the one pouring the water. I'm assuming some stranger in the neighborhood started doing it.
Okay.
What, just started pouring
There's
water?
like, man, you know what that guy thrusting his hips naked in that chair needs? Water.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what...
Why are you just thrusting into a chair?
Becca already said I'm
Yeah.
doing the Flashdance thing.
I keep on phasing out for like 5 minutes at a time and just staring at the wall, so...
Oh my god, stop.
Yes, I can imagine how this might not be the best topic for another dude. This other guy naked.
Maniac on the floor. Oh my god, so let's talk about this. Becca and I have been coming into Teamspeak lately.
Come.
And like we're just playing like random ass
Becker?
games or whatever.
Yeah, I'm Becker.
But every time
Tanini Becker?
that Becca sings a song, she sings it for about 2 seconds, and then it's stuck in my head for 2 hours.
Yep.
And then I keep singing it. Then I realize that I sing it, and I'm like, "Fuck you, Becca. Just fuck you."
There's certain songs that I just go to on default. It's great.
What was that one that it was just in my head for hours the other day? That you sang? Oh, I shot the sheriff.
Yeah, I shot the sheriff. Like, I do that when we're on Xbox as well. Like, when we were playing GTA, I would just sing the entire time.
I sing so much. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I do
everyone
as
on my
well.
course probably hates me because I'm just sitting there just singing away
I sing all
random
the time.
songs.
Like, when I'm at work, I'll just sing. It
My
keeps
favorite song
customers
of yours,
away.
Nick, is that Justin Bieber song. That's still like my all-time favorite from you.
I do have a pretty beautiful voice. The first or...
Ah!
Like, one of the first...
What was that?
It was a feral...
Becca's an NPC
feral
again.
roar
Like a dragon
to
just
fight.
tried to eat her, and the hero has to come save her now.
Anyway, in the first few weeks that I moved here, because for anyone who doesn't know, I moved to where I live in uni and live in halls now, and I have a few flatmates. In the first few weeks, I was just walking past one of my flatmates' doors, and you could just hear him singing like the most high-pitched girly song in the world, and he was singing probably about 10 times higher than the song was himself, and it was one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. And I judged him very strongly from then on, and I don't know if he's ever redeemed that.
Well, that's a sad life.
I certainly hope he listens to this podcast so that he can know he needs to step up to his A game, because Nick is not impressed.
I am not impressed. I am the epitome of music taste.
You do have good music taste, though, I have to admit.
Thank you.
Might be the one nice thing I have to say about you.
Well, that and you want to fuck his
Well, yeah,
accent.
yeah,
But,
but-
yeah.
How
We'll
can
settle
I
for that.
fucking accent? Like, give me your vocal.
I'll just-
Oh, I guess it would kind of be a blowjob, right?
Well,
no, that's you
More
fucking
of a
my
talk.
accent.
obviously, yeah, except that's
If
on the
I
wrong
had
side
a
of his
dick
body.
and you
So,
were sucking me off, that would be me fucking your accent.
No, you'd just be fucking my mouth.
well, I mean, technically, you don't. Never mind.
Never mind.
Where was that going? That it was
I
past
wanna know
Danielle's
what
don't wanna
dick.
know.
I want to know. Say it. I was gonna say give it to me, but that would not work in that context either.
Alright. But,
Say it.
Yes.
Go on.
no, I
If
mean,
it's-
to fuck his accent, you don't need a dick. He'll just have to do a little bit more work than you would. That's all I was gonna say. We were talking
No,
about
I
duck
would need a
dick
dick.
sucking.
I
Dick
literally, I
sucking.
have nothing that I could shove down his throat. So what?
You don't have to shove it down anywhere.
could
You can
shout
still kind of
really
do like a little bit of
Penetrative.
yeah.
We've gone a bit.
we've strayed.
That's why I stopped when I stopped. I was like, there is a limit. We don't need to talk about like. And I was trying to think of a clever way of rhyming eating out.
So this should
No.
get a lot of views then.
No.
Becca and Danielle talk about dick sucking.
Yep.
That That should be the description.
It's gonna bring in the creepers.
Oh my god, the creepers.
Yeah.
Are we really doing this again? We're going to have creeper topic again on the rebooted podcast?
No, not on the first one. They don't get to do that.
On the second one is a fair play.
Second one's a fair play.
Shot the
We'll have
sheriff.
Danielle talks about creepers, a portion of the podcast next week.
Okay, I wish that we were had all the techniques and technologies and things to do recording gameplay stuff, because I started playing Far Cry 3 last night. All right. And my brother's in there, and we're just talking and shooting the shit as we're going through here. It's the first thing is the opening of Far Cry 3, your character's brother snaps a man's neck, stealths around a camp, and throws a knife. So he instantly became Neck Snappy McStabby.
Neck Snappy McStabby.
When you finally get free reign to run around during the little mini quests, I'm tearing it through the jungle, and he's like, you know what this needs? And he started playing the Lion King music. So I'm shooting at pigs and knifing animals to death to the circle of life. And it was fun. It was so much fun. It's an amazing game.
You keep telling me to download it.
It really is.
I just don't know.
It was such a good game. I don't know.
Well, I told you to download Blood Dragon because it was on sale for
$5.
I
have not downloaded it yet because you made me buy it when I was half asleep, so I had to get up and then buy it. And I was like, I'm not waiting for this fucking thing to download, so I was like, I'll do it later.
Yeah, I never finished Far Cry.
Does your Xbox not download while you're asleep?
I'm not gonna leave it on because I can hear it. It's right next to my fucking bed.
I thought you could set it to that thing where it downloads while it's off still.
No, it doesn't. I swear it does it automatically.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I've not had an Xbox for 3 months. Cut me some slack.
Bullshit. It was a month.
No, it was not.
No, it was a while.
If that.
Nah.
It felt like a while because you didn't see her on Xbox.
She didn't stop bitching about it.
Cause it's
a while.
To her mom, it probably felt like a second. She lost her daughter again.
I forgot. We
not
didn't
to a
talk
man,
to each
but
other
to an Xbox.
before this, so if it wasn't on Xbox, the sex
yeah,
box.
it's not
Let's
as if...
talk about that, Becca.
What?
The sex box.
Oh god,
what?
Do you mean that joke that Kyle makes 3 times and fucking...
Everyone calls it sex box.
I'm talking about where we've posted it.
Oh,
so,
we've kind of fallen off with that though. I haven't done that in a while.
I haven't posted anything actually since New Year's Day, so I guess it hasn't been a while.
We should get back on.
Are you trying to get a song stuck in our heads
No,
now?
Kyle, so Becca and I guess Jason, but he's not here, so we don't make any credit. I don't know if he knows or not.
I think he does.
I think we.
I don't know if I know.
I don't think he ever acknowledged it. We made a Twitter for you.
Oh.
And it's the shit that Kyle says Twitter. So we've been taking some of your quotes and tweeting them.
Yeah. I think it was after you said the sex box thing, we're like, yeah, this should be a thing.
Our first was, 220 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal.
Twisted steel and sex appeal.
Then we had, that is a shell of a bunny. And then we had,
classic.
Voting is a good excuse to be shirtless. Then I have a dick, therefore I am. And then it was you quoting to yourself because nobody reacted to your sex box joke. It was, Kyle, you are right, it shall be a true sex box. And then your new sex box quote was, hugging, hell, with a new bed you might just skip straight to humping, sex box. And then it was you with vision discs and saying that were what contacts were. And then it was you saying, seeing balls sound more like a concussion or a porn star explaining out her work at a job fair.
Wait, say that one again. Say that one again.
Seeing balls sound more like a concussion or a porn star explaining her work at a job fair. And then it was, y'all got guns, we got guns. We haven't updated it in a while.
I'm gonna call it now. We need to update this more.
I am really proud of that, but you guys are missing some gold between New Year's and today.
We just haven't updated. I actually kind of forgot we had it until you said sex box.
Yeah, but that's a thing.
I've missed out on so much stuff with my new schedule.
That's because you're drunk 90% of the time.
My life has literally just become doing work and then getting drunk. And I approve of that life choice.
Like,
But does your liver?
My liver's probably like 90% dead right now. It had a couple of... Well, no, it didn't.
You
I was
know, they
about to say
talked
it had a
about that on
break
the
over
Let's Play the
Christmas,
other
but
day.
it really didn't.
You didn't. You were drunk still. What did they talk about on the Let's Play?
Because Jeff was saying he was taking his break, and they're like, Jeff's liver is like built itself up after all these years of working out, and it's just gonna like die now that it's stopped.
I remember that, yeah.
I really think either my liver's about to pack up or it's got like superhuman strength. I've just got it. I've just drunk
That's
so
your
much that it's
superpower.
just sorted itself out and become like super powerful.
You have a superhuman liver.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. I am pretty amazing, if I do say so myself.
Between you and Kyle, I don't know who's more narcissistic.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's really close.
I think it would have to come down to counting who's got the most pictures of themselves and or mirrors in their room.
Well, I can't put any mirrors in my room, so I have 2 mirrors, which are just the ones which are automatically there. I can't change anything in my room.
I don't know if those count or not.
No, doesn't really.
I do have a...
No, I think...
I have to
Wait,
take a picture of this
Kyle,
so you
do
guys
you
can
take
see it.
selfies?
No, I tried.
I took a selfie the other day.
Danielle!
I literally had to teach him how to take a selfie.
If me and Danielle talk about it, we'll refer to it as a dumb. We take a dumb.
I'm gonna go to the conversation.
But I felt bad trying to take a selfie.
You should.
Photo.
You should feel
Because
that.
I was like... So I was sitting there and I was like, not only is it awkward to get yourself in a good camera angle,
Oh my god.
which was really the big deal. If I could have gotten the angle right, I probably would have taken
So
some.
gay.
But I felt like I was being a little bit of a douche
Alright.
just for doing it in the first
I
place.
sent Kyle a picture of a salad the other day because he's deathly afraid of vegetables. So I'm like, does this make you
He's
want to
I'm not
cry?
afraid of them. I hate them.
I'm American and I love vegetables.
Yeah, but you're...
You're Italian American.
He
You like
sends
pasta.
me a picture of himself in the bathroom pointing at the mirror. And I was... and then he describes his...
I thought it was the
just opened
perfect
up the
response.
Oh yeah, I sent it to Becka, Kyle, because I was laughing so much. And like he's describing his bathroom to me, and his like tub, and like it's pink. And then he goes, he's like, which explains my lack of really tacky selfie pictures. So I sent him a selfie of me, and I was like, you can have a selfie of me in my car. So he goes, plus I kind of feel bad about them. Like taking them is somehow making me an asshole. And I was like, no, I'm like I send
Yes.
selfies to people all the time. I'm like, you just gotta make
Yes,
them
but
look
you're a
dumb.
girl.
I know, I'm like, you just have to make selfies look dumb and not like you're trying to like sex yourself up. And he's like, thank you, however you do it. And then he's like, but you dumb or the people dumb? And so I sent him another picture of me, and I'm like, dumb. So
Oh my gosh.
every time he refers to selfies, he just refers to them as dumb. So he's like, you want to send a dumb?
For some reason, Danielle, over the last week, you have sent me a lot of random selfies
I know, I
from you
sent
during the day.
Snapchats. Because I send them to Jason to annoy him, so I figured I'd just send them to all of you.
Well, I almost replied by I was going to do this thing where I was going to copy your exact poses and send them back to you, but it was too hard to do. I don't know how you managed to take them.
I am a master selfie. But that's funny that you say that, because one time when me and Becka were drunk, we just kept sending selfies to each other, and it
Yeah, we
got to
did.
the point where she would send me pictures of you, and I would just mimic your faces and send them
She
back.
did! I remember that. That was great.
It was so fun.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
actually know if there is a serious picture of me anywhere on the internet.
No, some of the pictures that I have of you on my phone are so great.
You guys have got me on Facebook, haven't you? If you go to my Facebook, it is just purely just retarded faces or me half passed out, draped over something. I
It's
do
not.
not.
That is how the internet. See, I wouldn't want my only pictures to be ugh, faces. You know?
Derp.
And if you've ever seen the pictures we're talking about, that is the noise you make to make that face. You say cheese to smile, you go "Ugh," to make that face.
No, it's more of Oh, Danielle sent me a Snapchat.
I
What
did.
shall this be?
I just whipped out my phone as well. I'm like, I should Snapchat my sick face.
There is now a lull in my podcast as we all go to Snapchat.
Snapchat's like one of the greatest inventions ever. I love it.
I need to use it more. I've kind of been falling off with it.
I think the guys... Oh, no, don't worry. Wow. That was hot.
I'm gonna send you a really great one right now.
Do you want to move on to questions then?
Oh, I'm sure
If you want to get in the Snapchat game with me, then message me. I will add you. Probably not.
Oh. And there's mistake number 1 that Danielle's made on the first
probably
podcast
not.
back.
I took it back. I was like, nope.
No, it's too late. No takebacks. No Indian giving around here. We don't play that game.
Speaking of games, can we play the question game?
Daisy. Oh.
Did you say they...
You what?
What?
I don't know.
I'm going to have a quick little segment called Nick's Game Segment.
Why don't we have a game segment for everyone about what you've been playing?
Because I'm more important.
No, you're not.
Well, because he evidently had this planned out.
No,
what
I
would
just
your
suddenly
segment
thought
be?
of it. I was just going to literally say the names of the games I've been playing and then say that they're awesome because they are. And I was going to hope that everyone gets jealous because my life is brilliant.
See, you do that because you thought of that. What would Becka do?
Animal Crossing.
That's your game. Just, I am Tanini Becka, and I play Animal Crossing.
You're gonna have to explain that now.
Tanini Becker.
Tanini.
There have been 2 or 3 things you guys brought up and just let die, so we'll let that one die, and people can just wonder.
No,
It'll be the majesty of the mystery that will lead them on.
This is gonna happen because it's making fun of Kyle, and so I'm gonna explain it. I have bad spelling. I will admit that, but autocorrect saves my life with it. Kyle has bad spelling, but autocorrect fucks him in the ass even more with it. So
I don't have autocorrect, except on my phone.
I love autocorrect.
No, I've never had it on my laptop.
Oh, well, I meant on your phone. But on your phone, too, it just completely screws him up. But the other day, he was talking to Becka, and Becca's short. We all know this.
Is this about me fitting in the bath?
Like, really small.
He kept trying to be tiny, but it kept coming out like T-N-I-Y or something. So Tinny.
Okay.
So Becka changed her name.
Before you get too far into making fun of me, you've got to realize... At the time, I was typing from about 3 feet away, trying not to get water on my computer as I tried to fit in the bathtub. It was made too small for the average-sized person.
Average size. You're 6'3". You are a giant. You're not anywhere close to average-sized.
He is. I'd say in this day and age, that's pretty average.
No, I don't think so.
Still, this tub was smaller than what you would expect. Thinking I'm gonna take a bath.
I would say about like 5'10"
I was expecting it to be taller.
5'5" average for a girl.
I'm 6'2", and I would say I'm very average for the people.
No, that's not average height for a man at all. It's like 6 foot 5'11" is average.
6 feet.
I have an accent. Hey.
It's alright, Becca. You can say whatever you want. They'll still try and sex you up. You have an
average height for a girl is like 5'4", 5'5".
That's what I'm going with. I agree, Becca. I got you back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Alright.
So, moral of the story, Kyle can't spell. And my name is Becker.
Teeny Becker.
Becker.
Becky, you know that day where I was talking to you on Skype and I couldn't spell a fucking single word at all?
Yeah.
And it was making me super mad. I literally couldn't write a single fucking sentence without spelling something.
You were so upset with yourself. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
That day, I think I just caught some kind of syndrome. It was such a bad day for me. I was trying to talk to people. I couldn't talk. I was stumbling over every single sentence. I went to make a cup of tea, and I hit the mug into the table and spilt it everywhere. Later on, I also went to put the sugar in my tea and just missed the cup. I was eating my dinner later with one of my friends and just punched his beer and spilled it all over him. It was just everything I did that day just went wrong.
You were having a bad day.
You know, there's an old, don't drink the water in Mexico kind of thing. They've missed the whole point this whole time. Don't drink the water in England, because that was the same thing Gavin described, and it's happened to you now. something in the water over there just makes people
Yeah, but Gavin
like
was in
have a stroke.
America.
Well, he was in America when he told the story,
think
but
it happened in America.
we don't know where he was when he like had the death seizure.
When he had his stroke.
Yeah.
I guess that's one thing we haven't mentioned. RoosterTeeth. Okay, subject over.
Done.
We like them.
I like that.
I like them.
Is that how you think I sound? Is that the Becka impression?
No,
of
Kyle,
me?
you've seen my impression of you, like, when we were on Xbox and you were, like, on the phone to your friends. Like, oh my god! My impression of you is, like, a stereotypical, like, Californian girl, or for some reason, like, you're on the phone, like, oh my god, do they have guns? Ask me if they have guns!
Thank you. I don't...
No one can say shit to me, because people try to do an impression of me, and it just does not work.
Ah, he's the new. I wanna fucking have some angus.
You went kind of... You kind of...
No, this is Becka says, she's like, you can take our lives, but you can never take freedom.
That's it.
That's our Becka
That's
impression.
basically me. I'm like all about Braveheart and stuff. Yeah.
Braveheart and
Yes.
haggis. That is your
Braveheart.
life.
She hopes to follow the Mel Gibson career path, kind of peak and
Does
then
that mean I have to play
fall
Jesus
really
at some
hard,
point?
really far.
Jesus.
Anyway, we've somehow got another 10 minutes after we went to the podcast, to the questions.
Yep.
Alright. So, I guess we'll bring it up now. Blah, blah. We asked you guys to
We did actually.
submit.
We did not ask
I hate
anyone.
all this is
I
still
promise.
going on.
It's gonna go on until you learn to speak.
I can't speak it properly. Just stop.
I can't speak it properly. I don't think that was right either.
None of us can speak very well. Let's just face it.
I can't asked.
Asked.
Danielle, you just carry on the way you are, okay? Don't try fix it. Just carry
We
on.
requested that you guys submit us questions to our Ask.fm account.
Next.
I can't even say the stupid thing.
Now they're not going to know the name of the website because you said it wrong. They're going to go to axt.com and it's going to be like all the people that were Lord of the Rings extras that got
Danielle.
axed.
Alright, either
They
way,
have a
we'll post
group.
the link. It's on our page on the site. Just freaking keep submitting us questions. But you guys sent us over 70 already, which is awesome. Good for you. I'm really happy about that. And Nick's a crying
Nick?
puppy.
Are you a puppy? Why did you turn into a puppy?
Kyle mentioned Lord of the Rings, not to say something, and then Danielle was talking, so I made a puppy noise, and I don't even know why.
Just say it.
This is basically all I was going to say was last night I passed out while watching Lord of the Rings, and I'm very ashamed of it.
Is that
It's
it?
the best movie
You're
ever
bringing
created.
that up now after you just yelled at us that we'd spent another 10 minutes on asking
Oh
the
my
questions. So now
God.
you're going to
Yeah,
go on a
but-
whole Lord of the Rings tangent.
But this is Lord of the Rings, it
What's
matters.
wrong
Nothing
with
is
Lord of the
wrong.
Rings?
Nothing.
Lord of
Can
the
I
Rings.
ask the questions, please? I'm going to...
You can't ask any questions. They're all good.
Why did we make the podcast again? Why did I submit myself to over an
Why are we
hour
still
of
friends?
dealing with your people's shit? And what are you doing? What is
Of
that
dealing with my
noise?
people's shit? I've submitted myself to an hour of dealing with your people's shit.
That's racist.
What are my people?
Okay,
Oh
Questions.
my God.
Ask questions.
The
then?
first question that I was going to say is that somebody asked Becca and I if we ever forgot.
You
Becca,
never
what do you say
forget.
to that? You never,
never forget.
People. Never forget.
Never. R.I.P. Jimmy.
May your metal gleam in the sun.
uh,
Never forget.
just to make sure we are deleting the questions off of Ask once we ask.
I'm answering them as we're asking them. Don't you worry.
Don't answer them, just delete them.
No, answer them.
No, answer them. That way they show up at the bottom and it says, like,
And then
question
questions will
answered.
be asked twice.
Boosh.
No, in theory, they won't be asked twice.
Alright, you guys looking at them too, or do you want me to just pick them?
I don't have it open.
I've
go
never
with
seen the
one of the
Ask.com.
original ones of
Not the...
if you had to get a tattoo, what would it be? And this goes into Danielle, she was gonna spend all of her money.
I'm gonna...
On a dolphin?
On a tramp stamp dolphin.
I joked around with them. I really want to get another tattoo. I've got
Nope.
one of a peace on my foot, but I wanted to get
Penis.
another one of lyrics on the back of my legs. But the guys are being assholes, so I told them I was going to get a tramp stamp of a dolphin.
And we believed her. That sounds like a
Yeah.
Danielle
Danielle, we
thing
should
to
get
do.
matching tramp stamps.
And she's like basically
BFF
inviting them. I'm going to
tramp
bend
stamps.
over, come swim in my ocean.
God.
And we thought it was a terrible idea.
But no,
Right.
I don't want a tramp stamp of a dolphin. How about you guys? What tattoos do you want, if any?
I don't really know, but if I did get one, I would probably get like a sleeve or something. But I have
Sleeves
nothing
are
which I
cool.
care about.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if there's anything I would like that much to have on my body forever.
Yeah. If I won the lottery and could spend like an outrageous amount and wouldn't have to worry about like going to a job interview and they're like, do you have any tattoos? And you lift up your shirt and you're like, please get out of this room.
One of my friends has those
But
tattoos. He has like zombie animals all over his body. It's fucked up. His thigh has a horse on it which has been stabbed through the neck.
Is he zombie boy?
No, but he's possibly the most disgusting human being I've ever met in my life.
Oh
He
my
didn't-
god.
He didn't wash
Is
for
it-
like 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm not even joking, and we were skating every single day, and he smokes, and he thought that he was smoking so much that it turned his fingers yellow. It was just that he had been eating
Oh
chips
my
and curry
God.
sauce and hadn't
That's
washed his hands for
gross.
like a week,
Ew!
and was eating that every night.
That is possibly the saddest thing I've ever heard.
He is a
Ew.
vile human being.
But no, if I got a tattoo, it would be my gamer tag across the back of my neck shouldery area, and then just like a bunch of sharp ass pointy lines that kind of come across and go
See,
over top of the traps to
You're
under the
getting the
neck
classic
and then down on the
douchebag
shoulders.
tattoo, is what you're getting.
Yeah.
I've
may
never
as well
seen a
get, like,
person
the
that has a
barbed
tattoo with their
wire
gamer tag on
That
it.
is
You-
the male equivalent of a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
You're doing the asshole tattoo with a nerdy word.
So you're an
Yeah.
asshole and you're a nerd.
Yeah, a little bit. But no, not
Like
full on barbed wire. That's
That's
too much
barb-
like you played
No
football
one
in the
should ever
90s.
get barbed wire tattoos.
I hate to break it to you, but my whole face is now barbed wire.
I would put.
Well, that's different. If it's on your face, you can put whatever
I
you
think
want
if I-
there. As long as it's not another
If I had to
face.
get tattoos,
That'd
they
be
would
weird.
probably be really nerdy, so I probably shouldn't start, because, yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
so I guess
Yeah.
the next question that I kind of want to bring up is, because I know it's not going to be the same for everyone, are the latecomers meeting for RTX this year? I will be there. Kyle's going. It's just with the admins. Kyle, what the fuck are you doing?
Stop with the noises!
I'm not doing anything!
Stop.
I am sitting here listening politely to Danielle.
Well, stop doing that.
And then you all freak out. I'm convinced... Alright, Nick, I just won't. Sorry, Danielle.
But as I was saying, I'm going to be there. Kyle's going to be there. I think Jason is. Becca's trying.
I'm trying
Right?
my hardest. I need to save a fuck ton of money.
Nick is a loser and he's not.
I'm extremely poor. I have no money at all.
But that's just for the admins. But I
Ride
know
with Becca.
a lot of
No.
the group, like at least the people that we talk to, are trying to make it down there. And we also want to try to set up some sort of like meetup for people within the group too. So,
Some
you guys
next
got any
level jam
ideas?
sesh.
There is a post in our forum about RTX, so like write your shit there. We'll respond to it and everything like that. But yeah, no, we definitely want. Like I said, I'm gonna be there, and I definitely want to try to have a meetup with every other member of the group. So, yeah, that's RTX.
I just need RTX dates. And then I can start planning stuff.
I'll be your RTX date.
Yeah.
Can you not?
Ooh.
Well, he can't because he won't be there.
Sad face.
But I'll be on the case.
Thanks for covering for me.
If I'm gonna be Artex, it's gonna be me eating and me getting thrown around by Kyle because he thinks he can lift me up.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna throw you into the
Oh
chocolate
my God.
waterfall.
Wait,
Just
since
don't-
when is
just
there a
leave me
chocolate
there.
waterfall?
At
We're
a restaurant.
We're going to this place, I don't know the name, and they have chocolate fountains there, and I'm just gonna live there.
We're going to Golden Corral. And if you don't know what a Golden Corral is, it is the Walmart of buffets. And they have
Walmart.
waterfalls made of chocolate and sometimes caramel and just lots of shit. Like, the whole place
Lots
is
of
full of
shit.
food.
So naturally, I want to go there. Kyle,
The noises you are making, buddy.
I'm not making
are.
any noises.
you're doing something.
Like, I'm not moving my headset. I'm not even, like, creaking in the bed to move back and forth. Like, right now, I'm about half jumping on my bed without having to move my body. And there's no sound, I don't think.
Alright, well...
A quick question we got is, how old is the Latecomers? And I think we're about 8 months old now, isn't it?
I think about that, yeah.
We're almost
We're
born.
almost born.
Yeah, because I think I've been on the site for about a month when we started it.
It's been since
I've been
May.
on this... Yeah, I've been on the site for 7 months at this point, so it's 7 months old.
I don't know how long I've been here.
I'm
No,
pretty
not
sure
that.
Ash is
Your
going to have to just, like,
noises.
cut out half of Kyle's audio.
Kyle's
I
gonna be
don't-
a guest star. He's gonna.
I am watching my audio
That's
on the
something we
Audacity
didn't bring
thing.
up. Which we could...
And there is not a bit of, like, peak on the little mountains of
Okay,
sound.
well, it's sounding. And not to ignore the question stuff, but
What
we
does
answered
that
it. So we
mean?
have been on for about, what 7 months now?
7
we didn't bring up Ash, which we should have brought up
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
shit.
beginning.
Oh yeah.
So you guys know how we used to have Tyler do the podcast and stuff, and whatever, it didn't work out, and he's good where he is now, but we now, with the help of, his name is Ash Miles 1 on the site, have helped us make this podcast to be what it is now. So all the cool editing and making it sound fantastic and everything, that's all he's
Well,
doing.
you guys.
So, but no, he's taking the time out to help, like, to just edit the podcast and
Do
put
the
it
stuff.
out and everything for us. So if you happen to talk to him on the site or want to shoot him a message, if you like the podcast, just let him know what a great job he's doing, and we're really thankful that he's doing this for us. So
Yay!
Thank you, Ash.
thank you, Ash.
Woo!
Good job.
But this is
Well,
probably going to be the
hopefully
one
good
time
job.
they're
We don't
actually
know yet,
nice to you,
I
so be
suppose.
prepared to
He could
Yeah.
just
start
be lying
making
to
fun
us
of you
this
a
whole
lot
time.
after
He
this.
has no idea what he's doing.
You've been welcomed into the circle of friends.
Which I guess, since Kyle brought up Circle of Friends, we can go into this question. It's for everyone. What are the friendships between all the admins like? Well, I don't know about you, but I fucking can't stand any of you besides Becka, so...
Yay! That's me.
It's kind of how it goes. We all, like,
Well,
just hate each other quite
Yeah,
a bit.
sounds about right.
It's banal. You can't beat it.
I'd say pretty much anything beats that.
No.
Like,
Uh,
rabies.
If you were a part of
Rabies.
it, then you'd say no. But because you're not,
I don't know. I think Danielle and Nick make the best group because together they are dick.
You gotta love a
But,
bit of dick.
like, but to be serious about it, like, these guys are, like, my closest friends, so, like, I
Yay.
love them all. So I can't really be too
we
mean.
actually talk like every day. From
It
most of the
is
day.
like all day, every day. We just have
Yeah.
a Skype chat going.
Like, me and
It's-
Kyle...
We Skype.
Like, Kyle and I were joking about it earlier before, but, like, I have my work friends and some friends here, but, like, I consider these guys to be, like, my closest friends.
Yeah.
So I guess
Same.
it's the one good thing that, well, not the one good thing, but one of the good things the RoosterTeeth website has given to me.
Friends.
See,
I
see
have
me,
friends
I have lots
now.
of real life friends, so you guys just don't really mean much to me. So you're just kind of there.
That's
If I'm
okay,
a bit
it's-
bored, I'll
it's
just turn on my
mutual.
computer. So
But,
There is a book and a movie somewhere out there that describes all of us, save for Nick when he has his drinking buddies and friends that smoke but don't vape. And I cannot remember for the life of me what it was, but there's a section in it called the Doldrums, and he has to save some princesses that are rhyme and reason.
What?
With the power of, Google, that should be enough to find... Do what? Do you know the name of the movie?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea what words just came
Not
out
a clue.
Okay, so there was like subtraction soup and a lot of other stuff. If you ever had to read that book in school, you're going to instantly know what I'm talking about.
Alright.
And the thing that they talked about the protagonist, that he was like,
Kyle,
ooh,
just
this
stop,
is a
just
problem. We all have that
You
problem.
need to just not. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how our friendship works, because literally while we do talk to each other pretty much all day, every day, it's us just picking one person and just making fun of them for about 2 hours.
Yeah,
So.
pretty much.
That's
Oh, guys.
bullying.
You guys were making fun of me?
I think you're making fun.
Why is that a
Okay.
surprise? We make fun of you like every single day.
No, I know, I was being funny.
Every day.
But, look for that book
Wait, what book?
and read the first part of that book. And or movie. Because there's a
Yeah, but
movie
what's
and a
the
book.
That's why I asked.
I don't know, that's why I gave all the details of things that happened, so you can look it up.
There was one part where they're like, these saves rhyme and reason and they're princesses, and that's all you gave us.
There is a physical location called the Doldrums, which evidently is like the embodiment of depression as geography.
Oh my god, I hate you.
The two princesses
I
he
hate
has
you.
to save are named Rhyme and Reason.
Kyle,
Those are their names.
Just
Kyle,
stop.
I literally just
No.
went into Google and I typed in princess, rhyme, and reason, and it fucking came up. Why can't you do that?
What is it?
Well, because evidently, if I do anything, strange noises come from my computer.
Oh,
The
thought
Phantom
that said
Tollbooth.
Phantom.
I'm not typing, I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting still, fearing for my life that my computer might in
Kyle?
fact be haunted and not
Kyle,
just is a piece
Google
of shit
is your
sometimes.
friend. You should use it sometime.
I can't.
So the Phantom Tollbooth is the book I was
Okay,
talking
now that's
about.
let's move on. Basically, to summarise, yeah, we're friends stuff.
Yeah, we're friends and stuff. Whatever, move on.
Fuck you guys. There was one more question I wanted to ask, but I can't find it now.
Well, there was one on there that I know because I was the one that asked it, but I didn't sign it as my name.
I did too.
What do we do?
There's one for me too.
Is yours why does Nick
Yours was the
Sneal?
one about the bunny.
Yeah.
But what do we do if we asked a bunch of questions on the forums, but we
answered
want
that
them?
already. I made a post about it on the site.
What if people can't read?
People aren't all like you.
Dyslexia is a problem that affects hundreds of thousands
They
of
can't read,
people.
I doubt they can type it.
Dyslexia
Oh my god,
affects
okay, so
people.
then if you post, I made a post about this, we'll link it if we have to, but if you had a question on the old forums that you wanted us to answer, repost it on our ask.fm account, because we are not looking at that forum post. I think we actually deleted it, and so we're only looking at this account. It's linked right to my phone, so I get notifications for the questions and stuff. That's actually what I'm reading off of now, so do that. You can re-ask any of your old questions if we haven't already answered them on one of the older podcasts.
And just as a bonus, since it is linked to her phone, if you manage to perfectly time it and ask a question during the podcast, we'll answer it that day.
Well, unless it's shit.
But we won't tell you when we're recording, so it's a mystery.
Dum, dum,
Also,
dum.
if there are any proposals, they are going to be referred to back to Kyle.
Yes, and you will receive an answer between, what did I say,
Oh,
7 to 8 business
Okay,
days?
I'll go find the proposal then. Or has it? Oh yeah, Becka, marry me or something.
Kyle?
Where is the
This
question?
will go under consideration, and doesn't look like this one's going to pass.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Sorry, whoever you are. Seems like you don't get Kyle today.
Nope. Not today.
I want to
But
ask
not
this
today.
one question, and
But
I
not
cannot
today.
find it. Oh, I found it. Alright, I think that this should be the last question we ask, and then end it on this, because I think it's going to be a little bit funny. Among the hosts of this week's podcast, who would you kiss, bang all night long, or marry?
Oh gosh, this could be hilarious.
There's no way this will end well. Pick a
No,
different question now.
Nope, this is the question.
Okay. I'm going in.
So it's kiss, bang, and marry.
Yep.
Okay. Let me think. Who would actually volunteer to answer this first?
Nick said he would.
There's no way this goes well.
I'm just thinking. I think we'll just go silent for a bit and think, and then Ash can cut out all this silence.
And the podcast will just end with us never answering the question.
Dum.
Because Danielle dropped us in the middle of a minefield.
I'm thinking about, like, for Marge, like, who can provide me with the most?
Well, I
who's
currently
gonna
live
feed
alone,
me?
so...
I made food the other day, and it was good.
Food kind of sways me in that. Yeah.
And I can throw you like that scene from, the Patrick Swayze one. Dirty Dancing? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Plus, you like cats. Like, no one else likes cats.
Cats
See,
kick
like,
ass.
I'm trying to think of this, and, like, I'm trying to think of who I would marry. I think Nick and I would kill each other within, like, 2 minutes, and Kyle and me would probably kill each other in less time than that.
But it would be so much fun before one of us died.
I think I know which one I would do for which.
Say it.
Go.
Okay, I would kiss Nick, bang Danielle, and then marry Kyle.
See, I'm torn. I'm torn between banging Kyle or marrying him, and I don't know which one I want to do.
That is the...
That's
If not but for the grace of God, that is the greatest thing I've heard today.
I think I'm gonna have to kiss Becka,
damn girl.
bang. I have to bang Nick and marry Kyle, because I think Kyle and I would just... No, I don't know. Nick and Kyle are so tied up with the two that I just don't know.
Sucks for you guys.
I guess I would kiss Kyle because I don't really want to bang Kyle.
That would be totally hot.
No, it wouldn't. Not at all.
Bang Danielle and marry Becka.
Ah! This feels like I'm like 10 again when I would play this with like my friends. Like, who would you do this with? Ah!
Alright, I'm gonna cement it as bang Nick, marry Kyle. I think
We've
that's
got a
it.
mutual bang going on here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
No,
that's
you do.
you guys basically just did that thing with the app, right? Like you're gonna meet up and fuck.
yo,
Your
girl,
turn,
what's your
Kyle.
Tinder?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Damn. Well, see, this is tough because now 2 people want to marry me, and I have to choose. Because I'm sorry, Nick, but
You could marry Nick.
you're not gonna get married. This is tough. Can we only
is
use
gonna
each
be-
option once?
Yes, that's
What
the
do you
point.
wanna?
Oh.
Yeah.
You just bang, bang, bang.
But no, it's like it's like here's what we'll do. I'll kiss the side of my arm. I'll go have a little fun time, and then I'll marry both of them. And then that way, all the options
What
are
am I
used
doing?
up.
Do I just,
And
watch?
Kyle, freaking pick out of us. We all did it. Stop being
Yeah.
a baby.
All right,
You're
Nick, I
little
guess your
bitch.
kiss will have to be equally received because I'm not receiving anything else, and I don't think you plan on either.
10 out of 10 would watch.
Let's
We
see.
could make some money. Kyle.
You know what? I don't care how much money I could make if I was a gay porn star. I could not do it. I would never be able to look at myself the same way again. And then bang Danielle, marry Becca.
I'll take it. I don't know how Becca feels about being married to
You would just throw me up in the air the entire time.
Oh, it would be awesome, but she has
Let's
a
get married.
foreign accent, so I gave it to that.
you.
So that's basically the only reason I have friends is because of my accent.
That's pretty much all the reason I like
Well,
it.
Andrew, throwable. It would be awesome.
Throwable.
You'd be like, I can't reach that. And it's like, well, I don't want to have to stand up. Here, I'm just going to toss you.
throw me.
And then that way you can reach the cookies.
I would die, and then I would have to explain. You would have to explain to my mother why. Oh, I threw her a little too high in the air. Now she's dead.
Do you not know how funny a story? That would be great. I mean, if your kid's going to die, it might as well be kind of slightly hilarious.
Yes, because that is hilarious.
It's so funny. You're so funny.
Ha!
You're so
ha,
funny.
Ha, ha.
Oh my god. I regret this entire podcast already.
Well, as we're just about to stop, I would just like to say that I don't think I will be drinking tonight, but thank you for...
Oh my god.
You fucking
Danielle, I no longer hate you the most.
Also, Jason is still not awake.
Nope. Fuck you, buddy.
I thought I might be over this hangover by the time, but I've got about an hour or so until I start drinking again, and I don't think that's happening.
Oh god. Yo, guys are just too much. You're too much.
Right, we should probably do like signing off shit.
Yeah, I think I want to end it on a little bit of a serious
Did you actually
note,
ever
though.
like talk about the group and stuff?
No, which is what I'm saying. I think we want to end it on a little bit of a more serious note with that. We know that we haven't been like around for a while, and a lot of shit happened, and we tried to get as much as the group together as we possibly could, and for some reason it still grew, and you guys still talked in the forums, and you still messaged us, and you did things, and when we had the random events that we did, you guys came, so like it means a lot to us that you guys stuck around and like participated as much as you did. Kyle, you were fucking distracting me with that goddamn
You are
noise.
ruining a beautiful moment.
Oh god.
Just mute yourself. Jesus Christ. Thank you.
There will be no more Kyle on this podcast.
Yeah, so we know that we haven't been the most active of groups on the site in a while, but we really...
Fucking Kyle!
You had it muted. Why did you unmute it? You're not fucking
It's
talking.
not me. Look. You see the little blue circles next to your names that indicate whether you're talking in Teamspeak?
Yes.
You're going, fuck you, Kyle, and mine's the only one not lit up. Out of the three of you, mine wasn't lit up.
Noise!
Oh my god.
I can't make noise if you can't, if I'm not broadcasting.
Mike! Mute your mic! Mute it!
Do
There was
it!
no noise. It
There
wasn't
wasn't any
me.
shouting. It stopped
It's
when we
3
started
against 1.
screaming.
Mute your mic!
Mute your fucking mic!
Just for a minute, holy shit!
You ruined a beautiful moment.
You want to see our friendship, guys? This is our friendship!
This is it, right here!
This is our friendship! Yeah, I needed it to laugh and then...
It's like,
Okay,
hey, I'm still
go
here,
ahead.
guys.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to fucking say anymore. He ruined it.
It was a
You
beautiful
did
moment.
Okay.
But yeah, so we really appreciate you guys just sticking around for as long as you did until we were able to get things back on track, which now we hope that we are. We are bringing the podcast back. We have some plans that we want to do with like maybe some game nights again, or just live streams and stuff that we did. Being on TeamSpeak more and stuff like that, which, by the way, we have to thank the RoosterSpeak guys for letting us come on here, because they're awesome and they allow us to use their server to get to know the community better and everything like that. So thank you guys. We really appreciate it.
Yes, April.
Yeah, we wouldn't be at this point wanting to bring back as much stuff as we want to bring back if it wasn't for this community and it wasn't for you guys. So we have to thank you a lot for just being there, I
It really
guess.
is crazy.
It's
I mean,
just-
the group did basically die for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then just people kept on coming back and just kept on talking.
Yeah, you guys are
And-
awesome.
I don't think the if you're new and want to make friends chat has ever stopped talking.
Nope.
Not even close.
They
I
just
did
hit-
manage to talk in there earlier today, and I was pretty proud.
We just
I pop
hit,
in once every month.
not too long ago, we hit the 420 page milestone. Just like...
I was there for that one.
I was going to say, I think I live in the if you want to be friends with new people.
I've been in there a lot more recently.
The mother thread. But yeah, so it's like a big thanks to you, because if you guys didn't show the continued interest in the group or getting to know your community better, jumping in or being new or anything like that, we wouldn't be sitting here trying to bring the community together and having this podcast or talking to any of you. So it's
Yeah,
just
do you hear that? If you didn't try, fuck you. We're not going to try.
I'm just saying, we wouldn't have the desire to bring back the podcast or do a game night thing again if nobody wanted to sit there in the group or anything like that, or if they weren't active within the group, because if they didn't care, we kind of wouldn't either, we would just go back onto the site and be whatever on the site. But it just makes us want to be better admins in a better group and get to know all of the new people a lot more. So there's over 1,600 of you at this point, which is crazy in itself. So,
I think one other thing to say for people who don't know what we do here, in the future we will be inviting random people, well, not quite random, but other people from the community on, just like you guys from the group. Just if you stand out, if you talk a lot, if you're active, come into Teamspeak, do something cool, etc., then we'll invite you on and have a good chat. We just thought that we'd do this one with just the admins, just to start it back off. Minus Jason.
Fucking Jason.
No Jason for you.
But, yeah, so I guess that's our serious note. We just want to thank you guys for sticking around with us as long as you have, and to help the group continue to grow in number and as a community each day, because without you guys it wouldn't be much at all. So thank you.
Love you 5 ever.
Also, send us intros, please.
And questions. Well, we need
intros.
We need intros a lot. So, if you have ever listened to our older podcast, you know that we had a little intro at the beginning of each when we put it up on YouTube. We want to continue that. I mean, we've got a couple of older submissions that we can reuse, but we really want newer ones. So it can be anything from music, if you want to write a song or play it, which we've gotten a couple of them, or if you want to pull a Joel and just make your own mouth noises and give us
Please
an
do
intro.
that. Please, someone do that.
We would love it. We've had people splice together our audio to make an intro. It's just cool. And if you guys can come up with something, that'd be awesome, because God knows that none of our admins, aside Jason, but he's not here, so he's not getting any recognition.
You make fun of Jason. What if you wake up tomorrow and find out Canada ran out of syrup? And this was the day the Earth stood still for
Canada. They shall have no syrup.
But yeah, so send us intros. We really want them. And keep asking questions. We'll post our it's ask.fm/the Latecomers, right? Or RT Latecomers? Or what is it?
I think it's the Latecomers.
Do you know what's really awesome there?
Also, our email. It's ask.fm/the Latecomers, one word. And our email is rt_thelatecomers@gmail.com. And we'll post that around so you can find it easily.
We're uploading this to YouTube, right?
Yeah, probably. YouTube and to Pod something, I can't remember which one we use.
Podomatic, I think it is.
I think it is Podomatic.
Yes,
but in the event that you're managing to understand all these things we're saying and pull it out of the ether, it won't matter because you already know. Otherwise, you're listening to this and know where you found it.
We'll post links to where it is.
Yeah, we're going to make a post and everything. But that's another thing to bring up, that we're going to put it on YouTube for the time being, just because that's how our old forum was and it's easily accessible. But we also want to put it on Podomatic, and we're looking at other sites to host the podcast, just so you guys can download it, or if you're not at a computer or anything, or if you want to just take it with you or whatever. I mean, not that I'm saying our podcast is fantastic or great or anything, but it really is. Well, but
you're linking links to the podcast from the podcast.
But we're talking about future.
We're talking about future, Kyle.
The future. Embrace change.
But so we're just giving everybody more options as to how they want to listen to it. So there's that. But yeah, so definitely send us intros and questions and all that good shit.
Is that it?
Yeah, thank you.
Is that we're gonna end it like that?
Is that how we're ending
Is that it?
Is this a classic podcast ending?
Well, it needs a penis.
No, because last time we didn't let you end on penis. We just kept running over you.
I have never not ended
Yeah,
on
well,
penis.
eventually you
It has
end on
always
penis,
ended on
and then we
penis.
just keep talking, and then at the end you're like, penis. And that's it.
Yeah, penis.
Penis?
No.
No.
Ass and titty.